Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Caribbean Adventures. This is your boy FlysIslandGuy and I'm glad to be back in Flight Simulator 2020 today. I almost have to relearn how to how to fly on here again. Not relearn, but get used to it again. It's actually been a few weeks. If you've looked at my other videos, I was actually in X-Plane flying X-Plane. It was good to be in there for X-Plane to have like a bunch of like other cool aircraft to fly. Things are a little limited in FS 2020 right now, so it was good to do something a little different. Having said that, we're back to Microsoft with the beautiful graphics, and we have in Cayman Brac today. So if we just break out our map real quick, at least I had a map up. Let's see, Cayman Brac. Let's pull up this map real quick. So that's in the Cayman Islands. As you can see, there's Grand Cayman over here, and then we have Cayman Brac right off to the east. We are going to be flying from Cayman Brac down to Jamaica, and for the most part our flight plan is pretty much just a straight shot down to Montego Bay, and then we're going to head over to Kingston from there. We are looking, we're going to try to do 30,000 today, which is kind of near the service ceiling for the King Air 350. So we'll see how that goes. Now I gotta remember how to do everything on here because I do not remember anymore. All right, so let's
engaging autopilot.
Turn on the battery and
pause system test. Okay.
Avionics come on. I'm going to come up. Oh, where's my lights? Lights are down here. Not the beacon. I'm going to turn on the nav light for now. Leave everything else off. Let's come down to this guy down here. He is this is our cabin altitude. I think you're normally supposed to adjust this in flight. I have no idea, maybe adjust it ahead of time, but we're going to set it right now for 30,000. Should be on there now. Oops, just took it off. Alright, sometimes I wish that I had what do you call that thing, track IR, because sometimes I kind of get tired of like moving around, but I actually heard the track IR kind of takes a little while to get used to, because it's supposed to, you have to kind of move your head around and stuff and look at the screen. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't know, but I might look into it. Right now I just use my the hat switch to look around. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's tad annoying. We'll set our CDI source to FMS, and we will get our flight plan loaded up real quick. The flight plan to Jamaica today is not really very, it's not very crazy. It's actually only really a few waypoints. Let's bring it up here. Okay, so we are going to be going runway 9 from Cayman Brac. We're going to go Kodak, and enter. From Kodak, we'll be heading to Sia, like the singer. SIA, enter. And then from there we'll be going to MLY. Oh wait. Sia, this guy. Then we'll go MLY, enter, and the next one is the airport. We'll be landing today, or we've been given runway 30 in Norman Manley International. So let's see what approaches SimBrief has for runway 30. Let's see. I was gonna get confused how to do this. Approaches runway 30. Alright, so we got the RNAV and a VOR, a DME approach. We'll do the RNAV approach. Okay. So, okay. Is that the only one? Waysat? Okay. Boto from Dussel, Mareg. I'm so confused. Alright, so we'll go to procedure. Normally we'll be waiting for something from the ATC, but today we're just gonna plug it in. Doesn't really matter too much. So we're gonna do runway 30, and we would do. I just saw Dussel. Yeah, we'll do the Dussel transition to get into the airport. So let's load that. Alright, and let's look and see how things look. Yep, okay. So basically have us flying over the airport, and then we'll just kind of do all of our procedure turns into runway 30. Okay, looks good. Okay. Let's go ahead and start getting a few other things set up here. We will get our barrow set. Barometric pressure right now in Cayman Brac is 3010. Ah, God, I hate when this happens. Okay, so what's going on here is I've updated the sim. So updating the sim means that for some reason everything in the community folder gets updated. So I'm actually using the default one right now. And that sucks. I don't really want to start again. For some reason it won't even let me set 3010. But you know what? Whatever. Okay, we'll work with this today. I knew I should have checked this before we started. We'll work with this today. It's cool. We'll just think positive. Alright, so set that. Let's set our altitude. We're going to go up to 30,000. Okay. And never press that. He said it. Yeah, so we're gonna set 30,000. And we will turn on heading mode. And that's about it. When we take off, we'll hit flight change mode, go from there. In the meantime, I think we're just about ready to get the engine started. So let's go ahead, flick on these beacon lights. Gonna move our props out of feather. Why is it so hard to move? Yeah, that's annoying. And I'm gonna pull these guys down to low idle. Alright. So let us turn auto ignition on. Start the right engine today. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see what's happening outside. Okay, it's one down. Okay, turn on the... Alright. Just got the left engine started. Alrighty, everything looks stabilized. I'm gonna move everything to full now. And let's head towards runway 9. Runway 9. Which is let's pull this up. Boop. Okay, airport. So right now, this is where we are. We are right in this guide here. So runway 9, we're gonna have to come onto the runway, go all the way to the end, and then turn around and head out. Okay, could not connect to the simulator. Sweet. Alright. Well, it is what it is. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Gonna come out, go down the runway to this guy and take off. Alright. Get our first notch of flaps down. And shut this guy off as well. Oh God, sorry. All right. So the plane right now is going to perform a little differently because I'm not using the mod that I was using before. But we'll work with this for now. Nothing on the right, nothing on the left, all clear. Alright, so I still got my views, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know why that always happens. I keep forgetting to update my community filter. I'll make sure that I kind of save my community filter. So, because it must get overwritten or something every time you do an update. I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright. Totally mistimed my turn. I did not do that right. Okay, so we all set to go. I'm going to let me set my parking brake real quick.
Oral warning, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to set my heading. Should probably set it so like properly track down the runway. Let's turn it that way a little bit. Okay. Alright, I'll put that on. Now you set it. Alright. Okay, good to go. Let's get out of here. Alright, I normally try to rotate around 100 knots or so. Just applying a little forward pressure. So I'm going to rotate now. Gear up. Trying to trim it out right now. Alright. So you can go ahead, turn on the autopilot. And flight change mode. Should have too late there. Flaps up. And I'm just gonna try and enjoy this view for a sec. Really miss this, man. Going off the X-plane. Just beauty out the box, you know? Alright, so right now we're climbing at about 2,100 feet per minute, which is, I don't know, a little steeper than I like. So I'm just gonna see if I can pitch it down a little bit. Oh, that didn't work. Man, we're going through the clouds already? Let's go outside. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Alright, so when we hit 10,000 feet, we're gonna turn off our landing lights, which ironically we also did not turn on. Totally forgot about that. Whatever, let's just keep them off. And let's see, I think I've got to engage nav mode. Yeah, okay. There we go. As I said, man, it's been a while since I played this, so I'm just rusty right now. But these clouds look amazing right now. Let me double check and see what the transition altitude is for this airport. Let me see. I honestly never know where to find it. Let's see. Okay. I'm just looking. I'm just curious where to get that information. I never know where to find it. But I know it's there somewhere. Let me see. It's in the approach plates, maybe? Okay. Yeah, so transition altitude here is 17,000 feet. So I will make sure to switch to standard altimeter setting at 17,000, and then we'll just keep it there until we reach Jamaica. Let's see, what is it for Jamaica? Let's choose an approach to Jamaica. Same thing in oh, sorry, no, that's the wrong one. Zero. So in Jamaica, transition altitude, yeah, that's also 70,000 feet as well. Okay. All right, so. Yeah, as I said, it's been a while since I've been on Flight Simulator. So my channel right now is, if you're on here and watching, kudos to you. I only have 2 subscribers right now, and I've been on here now for, I don't know, I'm 7 videos in, so it's been about a month and a half, 2 months, and I was hoping to see like a little more traction in terms of people coming and watching. But I know part of it is because of part of it's my personality. Probably not particularly exciting to watch, but is what it is. And I also think part of it as well is my like where I'm flying. I'm not flying to kind of known places. I'm not using, you know, popular aircraft or even mods, anything that will kind of bring people here to watch. But in terms of plans for the channel, I intend to probably in the next couple of episodes, or the next few episodes, I'll be kind of switching gears a little bit in terms of what I'm going to be doing. Alright. Yeah, something's kind of wonky about this altimeter. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be switching gears a little bit in terms of what I'm going to be covering. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm gonna probably be venturing into the what do you call it? Like the virtual airline type thing. Probably exploring like on air. Something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to probably be exploring on air, seeing what that's all about, getting involved with that. Also going to be looking at Pilot ATC sometime soon as well. So I got a couple plans here and there in terms of content. Really for now what we've been doing is just like flying just sort of aimlessly. But my main concern was really about exploring the Caribbean, and like that's what I've been trying to do. And I'm still going to stick with that for the most part. But I'm going to see if I can start incorporating other things into it as well, just to make the content a little more interesting. And I'm hoping as well that FS 2020 will start having more like more mods that you could use, that sort of thing. Because it's I think one of the drawbacks for FS 2020 right now is that there's just not a lot of aircraft to use. There are a lot of mods I see floating around, but it's still, compared to, you know, X-Plane and FSX prepared, it's still nothing out there. So we'll see how things go. But that's the plan that I have for the channel right now. So hopefully it'll be more interesting, some more interesting content coming soon. And I just want to see the channel grow. Really, that's my main thing. And I'm just hoping that whoever comes is actually like enjoying the content as well. Yeah, so we've got about pretty much crossed 20,000 feet. And it's not too much to see while we're up here right now. Pretty much all just all clouds and water. That's about it. But it's not going to be too long a flight. Probably another like half hour. I can imagine half hour, 40 minutes or so before it's time for us to, well, before we land. These places aren't too far apart. But what I did want to do is just take some time to really talk about Jamaica. So I'm not sure, like, nobody knows this because you guys don't know who I am, obviously, and I haven't really talked about my family. So basically, this is kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of odd. I can't move around the cockpit right now. That's going to make landing sort of interesting, because I'm not going to be able to see the runway, but anyway, so so the reason why I chose Jamaica is specifically because that's where my father's from. So, one second. Okay, so getting some complaints about the cabin altitude. Just double checking that because I thought I had said it. I don't know why I was complaining about that. Yeah, I'm not too sure why I was complaining about that. It should be set. Anyways, so my father is from Jamaica, so I have a very, very close tie or close bond with Jamaica in general. So basically, I've been to Jamaica a few times, and like it's pretty cool. Like obviously we know about kind of Jamaica's influence all over the world. You know, if you're into reggae music, then you've probably heard about, you know, big artists, like the real big artists like Sean Paul, Shaggy, Bob Marley, one of the greatest. You know, so Jamaica's got a huge influence all around the world. You will find Jamaican food places everywhere in the world. You know, it's one of those places that I hold near and dear to my heart, and that I really connect with. As I said, I've been there like a few times, especially when I was younger. I'm looking to go back there sometime soon whenever like COVID decides to stop being COVID. The plan is to head back out there, spend some time there. I'll have a lot of family down there as well, so I have a lot of ties to there, man. Like Jamaica is pretty awesome. So what I'll do is I'm gonna find just like an interesting video on Jamaica. I'm gonna go ahead and play it now, and when we come back, we'll be getting ready for our descent. All right. So enjoy the video. I'm gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we will be descending. All right. Take care. So welcome back. We are just on the verge of starting our descent, or we're going to start our descent now. Let's go ahead and let's just dial back. And we're going to descend at about, let's see, oh shoot. Firstly, sorry, we're going to 9,000 feet, and we are going to descend. We're going to do about 1,300 feet per minute. Might have to do a little more, but it should be enough for now. Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's just go over our our approach. As you can see right now, we've crossed over Sangster International Airport. and we are going to be doing the runway 30 approach into Norman Manley. So right now we're actually crossing over Jamaica, and we're heading towards the Dusil waypoint. So once we get to Dusil, we are going to descend to 4,000, and we're going to head 4,000 to Botul. From Botul, we're going to descend to 3,000, and we're going to go to Waysat, and then we are going to turn to heading 300 and start our descent into runway 30. Going on 2001st Avril. That's where we're going to hit capture the glide path, and we're going to get on to the runway. So let's see how that goes, and hoping everything goes smooth. I feel like I've just been a little rushed getting this stuff done, so might have to kind of adjust on the fly. But right now we're pretty much over Jamaica. I'm gonna go up. Yes, we're over Jamaica right now. We've passed Sangster, which is probably back here somewhere. So we're just kind of crossing over the mountains of Jamaica, and we're heading out to the East Coast. That's where we're going to do our procedure turn. It's kind of amazing how big Jamaica actually is. And there's a ton of, as you see, as we're flying over, there's a ton of like foliage, a ton of trees, and there's a lot of forest and mountains there. So if you want to look at a good channel on YouTube, some good Jamaican channels on YouTube, here's actually what I recommend. Check out Ras Kitchen. So Ras Kitchen is about a Rasta by the name of Moko. He lives in the forest. In the forest in the hills of Jamaica. Has a nice little setup there where people could go and visit. Has a farm and everything. So this guy from Canada named Matthew went down there, started just recording footage of his travels to Jamaica, and made a YouTube channel out of it. And now it's blown up. It's got probably like 500,000 subscribers now. So be sure to check that out. Great channel. Another one is Jamaica Sunrise TV. Someone else who he lives in St. Mary, Jamaica. He's got his own like this little house, little kind of plantation set up there, sort of like out the way in a rural area as well. People come to his place to come and chill, and like he cooks for them and all that kind of stuff. So that's a great channel. And then my favorite Jamaican channel right now is Meet the Mitchells. So Meet the Mitchells is about husband and wife. The husband is Wayne Mitchell, his wife is Tammy Mitchell. If you're into reggae music, especially dancehall, Wayne Mitchell is also known as Wayne Marshall. That's his stage name. And his wife is Tammy Chin. She's a performer as well. She's not actively into music like how she used to be, like how she was like way back, and actually he is new to a degree, but he's still kind of putting out new music here and there. And now she's really more focused on the family. But since COVID started, they decided to start a YouTube channel, and this is by far one of my favorite channels to watch nowadays. Pure family channel, family entertainment. They're really enjoying themselves, and I think it's pretty cool, man. So be sure to check out those channels. I'll put the link in the description box below, and let me know what you think. So as I said, in the meantime, now we're just slowly descending into Jamaica. You look outside, you got the view of the mountains. And let's look out the other side. As I said, Jamaica is an awesome place to visit, man, definitely. And while we took the break, I decided to kind of go and figure out what was going on with my up-down buttons. I don't know, once again, something that went wrong from the update, but it's cool now. I had to remap the buttons because this view is kind of hard to see over the it's hard to see over the top of the cockpit, you know what I mean, like the screens and everything. So yeah, got that adjusted now, so we should be good to go. If you look down, we are heading towards 20,000. Going a little slow. I want to be doing about 200 knots on descent. I kind of rushed to get the descent set up. I normally like to descend from a specific waypoint. To me, it makes things easy to calculate, especially if you don't have ATC guiding you. So once we get to 17,000 feet, we're gonna go switch over to the altimeter setting for Jamaica, and I'm gonna bring that up now. So we're looking at 1014. And I'm gonna see what it says in SimBrief. Yeah, same thing, 1014. So I'm not actually sure what that is. Okay. So let me go and let's do the meter reader. MKJP. So 1014 is 29904. So we're not too far off. We can go ahead and set that now. Oops. And I just know from setting it here that it's going to be a couple off once you sync them. Oh, no, it's perfect. Okay, that's weird. I honestly don't know what's going on. It's not syncing properly between the two. I don't know why. Like, I'm trying to set it to 299 and 4 and it just won't do it. Anyway, we'll leave it where it is. and I'll make sure to get the mod configured properly and working for the next flight. So I don't know why it's doing this. So once we hit 10,000 feet, we will go ahead, chuck on those landing lights. Alright, hearing a little bit of thunder, but the weather doesn't call for any thunder. The weather's saying right now visibility is 6 miles, few clouds, 2,200 feet, 26 degrees. Not sure why I was hearing thunder just now, but here's what it is. Alright, so alright. Probably just increase our vertical speed just a little bit. So is it increase or decrease? I have no idea. Because right now we're about to start the right turn. We're going to be flying over the airport very soon. So we're going to start this right turn to do our approach into Norman Manley. It's funny, I haven't actually flown here since I installed FS 2020, so kind of excited to see how the airport looks, because it wasn't the best in X-Plane, so it's cool, man. It's cool kind of traveling back to these airports that you were in X-Plane and kind of see what sort of justice FS 2020 has done. So I'm excited. Normally I normally do like a practice flight or two before I actually record the real flight. But today I was like, I don't feel like doing all that, so I actually just kind of got everything set up and just started recording. And whatever happens. As you've probably seen, I don't really like edit. I don't edit these videos too much. And so normally, for the most part, what happens in the flight is what you see. I've done a couple little edits here and there, or I may like add in some other little video clips, just so you can, just so you can kind of get a better idea of like places we're going to. But in general, I don't really do too much editing to these videos. What you see is what you get. I would love to do this live at some point, but as you can see with my subscriber count, like there's not much people really here watching, so lives aren't really, I'm not really too concerned with lives right now. At some point maybe, but not right now. For the most part though, I'm glad that everything has gone smoothly today. We're now starting our outbound turn. You probably just heard WhatsApp go off. Gonna mute that for now. But yeah, we're starting our turn out to away from Jamaica, so we can kind of go and head towards I think Dulce is what it's called. So I'm gonna be landing soon, and I'm hoping that it's an eventless landing. I don't know. right. Okay. Where are we right now? Oh, okay. Sorry, we hit 9,000 feet. I did not realize that. I think I think I totally I totally calculated that wrong. Yeah. I didn't realize we had 9,000 feet. Normally what I do is I'll go through the flight plan and kind of see how many like nautical miles there are to each waypoint and total them up and then go from there. I messed that one up royally because we're trying to get 9,000 feet here, so I'm a touch early. Just a touch. We'll go ahead and turn on our landing lights though, and I forgot to turn on the strobes as well. So much I forgot to do. Alright, what's happening now? Inertial separator's on. Okay. That is normally caused by these guys, I think. Yeah, I don't know why that just turned on. So we are starting that turn towards Dulce. Our glide path is activated, so that's cool. I don't know, man. Like, people honestly never tell me about. They never told me about RNAV. Like I don't know. Like I was watching a video one day. I was watching Clumsy Gaming, and he was explaining RNAV and how it worked. And I was like, what the heck, man? I never realized it was so straightforward. So if you notice, like all of my flights lately, I always choose the RNAV approach because, like, why go through all the hassle for ILS when RNAV is just a lot easier to do, right? It's pretty cool. But as we start using stuff like pilot to ATC, as I said, what I want to use, we're going to start having to use ILS. So I'm excited for the challenge, really, but I don't know, I'm nervous as well. But as I said, I think next up for me is going to be a virtual airline. Something like, as I said, on air. I think the two options right now are on air or FS economy, and I'll have to go and really kind of do my research on it. I might even just kind of put a question in the comments, see what people say, and decide from there. But I think that's going to add like a whole new cool dimension to my flying. So I may even also use that opportunity to start exploring even new a different airline, or a different airplane, sorry. Okay, so once we get to Dussel, we'll be going down to 4,000, as you can see, 4,000 feet to Botel, and 3,000, then we'll go to 3,000 feet to Waysat. So I'm gonna look at my trusty descent calculator one more time, and Dussel to Botel is 22 nautical miles. And so the target altitude is 4,000. So we can do about 1,000 feet per minute. Oh, sorry, it's 13 nautical miles. Where do you get 22 from? 13, so 1,500. Alright, so let's go 4,000. And it's 800. Let's do about 1,600 feet per minute. And I'm not really going to worry too much about flaps or landing gear until we're heading straight in. And I'm excited, man. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. Welcome to Jamrock. I love that song. So we're coming down to, we're heading towards 4,000, and once we hit that, we'll go for 3,000 feet. See a nice little like lagoon action or whatever this is over here. Man, I love flying to the Caribbean. Like I can't wait until they really start putting work into the water and everything, and the reefs and all that. It's gonna look really good. So I'm really looking forward to that. Alright, so we're just hitting 4,000. You've actually crossed the waypoint. So we're gonna go to 3,000 now. Oops. Really gotta stop doing that. Alright. So about to make that turn now. And we are gonna go down to 2,000. Look at that, man. Look at that. Ah, loving it. I'm loving it. Alright, let's get into a little better position. And I'm gonna go ahead and disarm the approach. It's kind of funny though, the airplane kind of didn't handle that turn too well. Alright, I'm gonna dial back on the throttle and gonna start dropping some flaps. Interesting, we got alright, we got a rainbow and we got some rain right over the airport. That is interesting. That's the airport right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is crazy. Okay. Well, the weather said nothing about thunder and rain, so looks like the glide path is active now. So we got full flaps. Alright, we have gear down.
Landing gear.
Oops.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
The gear was down. So we have gear down, we have our landing lights on, strobes on. We did not have our left generator on, which is interesting. We're pretty much good to go as far as landing is concerned. Oh man, this is so beautiful. Jamaica, man. That. I thought this was a speedboat on the water. It's actually like a scratch in the glass. It's funny. Looking good though. So we're heading towards the airport. On profile, we actually have, there's another airport like out in the city of Kingston. So go outside. That's a fail. Anyway. City of Kingston is like out over here. There's another small airport out there. Alright, I'm going to go and disconnect the autopilot. I'm going to fly manually. Going to adjust my view. Go up. A little right of the runway. High, but it's alright. Jamaica after all, it's nothing wrong with being high. Man, I'm floating. Floating. Hard landing was alright. Alright. Let's take this turn off here. Cool. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Norman Manley International. That was an extremely bad landing. I didn't have the power low. I was so busy trying to look around and everything. I don't know. So we're just taxiing back. I actually don't know where general aviation parking is, so we're just gonna like find an empty gate and just park there. So flaps up, landing lights off. I can't believe it's raining so much right now. Like, the weather report did not say anything about rain, which is weird. Alright, so I'm just gonna find a spot somewhere here. Alright. Parking brake. Set. These guys off. Alright. So that was it. That was the flight, folks. Let's go ahead and switch these off. Tired of hearing these beeps. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Thank you everyone for going through another flight here with me. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. As I said, be sure to check out those channels that I mentioned. And next week we are going to be doing a flight from, well, to a very, very well-known airport in the aviation world. Of course, it's going to be in the Caribbean, so that's going to narrow it down to only a couple possibilities. So let's see if you're right. But as I said in the comment section below, I really want to know which would be the better option between on-air or FS Economy, I think that's what it's called. I'll have to look it up, but I'll add that in the comments. We'd love to know people's opinion and go from there. I'm going to go off and try and enjoy a rainy day here in... what is going on there? That's okay. That is weird. Did not realize that. What is going on there? Okay. Oh, okay. They got more. Okay. Okay. Well, I still don't know what's happened to this guy. But anyway, I get distracted easily. But yeah. Looking forward to the flight next week. We are going to continue here with the King Air. So I'm going to say the next two videos are going to be flights. I think my third video is going to be about my current setup that I use for Flight Simulator. Nothing special, but it's something always good to know in case you want to get into it and see what you need. My computer is not spec'd out the best by any standard, but it does the trick. But we'll talk about that at the time. Thank you very much. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. This is your boy FlysIslandGuy. I am out. Peace.